إن الحمد لله تعالى نحمده ونستعينه ونستهديه ونستغفره ونعوذ بالله من شرور أنفسنا وسيئات أعمالنا. من يهده الله فلا مضل له ومن يضلل فلا هادي له، وأشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له في ملكه ولا مناوئ له في سلطانه وعلو شانه، وأشهد أن محمدًا عبده ورسوله أرسله ربه بالهدى ودين الحق ليظهره على الدين كله، فبلغ الرسالة وأدى الأمانة ونصح الأمة وكشف الله تعالى به الغمة. اللهم اجزه عنا وعن والدينا والإسلام والمسلمين خير ما جزيت به نبيا عن أمته ورسولا عن رسالته، واحشرنا اللهم معه واحينا على سنته واقبضنا على ملته، واحشرنا تحت لوائه يوم الدين، واسقنا من يده الشريفة شربة هنيئة لا نظمأ بعدها أبدا، اللهم آمين. أما بعد، فإن أصدق الحديث كلام الله تعالى، وأحسن الهدي هدي سيدنا محمد صلى الله عليه وآله وسلم، وشر الأمور محدثاتها، وكل محدثة بدعة، وكل بدعة ضلالة، وكل ضلالة في النار. يا أيها الذين آمنوا اتقوا الله حق تقاته ولا تموتن إلا وأنتم مسلمون. يا أيها الناس اتقوا ربكم الذي خلقكم من نفس واحدة وخلق منها زوجها وبث منهما رجالا كثيرا ونساء، واتقوا الله الذي تساءلون به والأرحام، إن الله كان عليكم رقيبا. يا أيها الذين آمنوا اتقوا الله وقولوا قولا سديدا يصلح لكم أعمالكم ويغفر لكم ذنوبكم، ومن يطع الله ورسوله فقد فاز فوزا عظيما. All praise is due to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the one true God. We all praise Him. We all turn to Him for help and assistance. And we all ask forgiveness from Him. Whomever Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala guides, nobody can misguide. And whomever He leaves astray, nobody can guide. Oh Allah, guide us all to the straight path, Ya Rabbal Alameen. Oh Allah, give us direction in life. Oh Allah, make us live on the sunnah of your Prophet. Give us happiness in this life and in the hereafter, Ya Rabbal Alameen. Allahumma ameen. Indeed, the best speech is the book of Allah. And the right way is the way of Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa alihi wa sallam. Ayyuha al-akarim, dear respected brothers and sisters in Islam, Alhamdulillah alladhi ja'alana muslimin. Alhamdulillah, Allah Ta'ala ne mujhe Musalman banaya hai. This is the most beautiful ni'mah that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given everybody of us. That we are Muslims. That we are able to know Him, worship Him, follow His way, enjoy the blessings that He gave to us. And then He promised, if we are min al-shakirin, if we are min al-muwahidin, if we know all of that and we enjoy all of that and we know from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and we give thanks to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala because of that, simply being after Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, He will give us also the hereafter. Ayyuha al-akarim, let's talk about the family. And as we start speaking about that, let's drive back or fly back, riding or taking the time machine and go back to the time of Adam. The first family ever. It's actually my family and your family. We all go back to the same family, one family, regardless of our distinctions, regardless of our differences. We all belong to the same family, one father. كلكم لآدم. All of you go back to Adam. وآدم من تراب. And Adam is being created from turab, dust. أيها الأكارم, Adam, Allah Azza wa Jalla created him بيديه, with his hands subhanahu wa ta'ala. He shaped him. وَنَفَخَ فِيهِ مِنْ رُوحِهِ. And he blew in Adam from his own spirit. He gave him this special gift of the soul that makes us humans, makes us love and think and move, and makes us who we are. And resided him in Jannah, أسكنه الجنة. And he was so big, 60 ذراعا في السماء, 60 arms tall, 7 أذرع بالعرض. The width is 7 arms. He is able to eat whatever he wants, enjoy whatever he wants in Jannah, no worries, no nothing, no problems, no trouble. But only one thing was missing, even in Jannah. Only one thing he suffers, even in Jannah. And guess what? That was al-wahda. That was loneliness. He was alone. فَخَلَقَ لَهُ أَنِيسًا مِنْ أَنفُسِكُمْ أَزْوَاجًا لِتَسْكُنُوا إِلَيْهَا وَجَعَلَ مِنْهَا زَوْجَهَا لِيَسْكُنَ إِلَيْهَا. He created from his own self, his own mate, soul mate, so he will find لِتَسْكُن, second, repose, tranquility, peace. So many words will just give you a shade of the meaning of second, so that you find this second tranquility and peace of mind, love, affection, and what have you in your soul, your mate. خلق له حواء من ضلعه. He created Hawa, Eve, alayha salam, from his own self. So he will feel this kind of uns. He will have this feeling of second, of love and affection with her. And then we all know the story. Both of them had to go through so many things. Uskun anta wa zawjuka al-jannah. Live together. Both of you live together in Jannah. And then shaitan will come and play the tricks on both of them. And then فَأَكَلَا مِنْهَا. Both of them, they share everything. They share everything. They share the place where they live. And then they made the mistake together. فَأَكَلَا مِنْهَا فَأَخْرَجَهُمَا مِمَّا كَانَ فِيهِ. Both of them, shaitan played the trick on them, and both of them were being taken out, and both of them repented to Allah. قال ألف الاثنين. Both of them sat together. ربنا ظلمنا أنفسنا. Oh our Lord, we have wronged ourselves. They share the beginning, the life and destiny. They share it, husband and wife. And then they both have to come down to earth to go through so many things in life together. And that's not the end, that's actually the beginning. If they both manage to go according to the rule of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the guideline of Allah, they will end up being together in heaven, in Jannah, inshallah, husband and wife. Well, some brothers and sisters might not like this, well, we will be husband and wife even in Jannah, we'll have the same arguments and stuff even in Jannah. No, nothing of this is going to happen. You will be وَنَزَعْنَا مَا فِي صُدُورِهِمْ مِنْ غِلٍّ. All kinds of hatred, of anything bad in your heart, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will take it out of your heart. So you will not have anything against anybody, let alone your spouse. أيها الأكارم, الأسرة هي نواة المجتمع. Talking about the family, you are talking about the nucleus of society. I am a product of a family, and so are you. Everybody of us. Nobody can deny the impact of your mother, for example. The one who took care of you when you were not able to do nothing, not even using the bathroom. Allah give you a father and mother. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make it possible that you will be here in life, and you will grow up because of the family, because of two people coming together, actually more than two people, because the concept of family is big. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala أحاط هذه الأسرة بالحقوق المتبادلة والواجبات المشتركة, mutual rights and duties on both of them, وأحاطها بسياج من الحفظ والرعاية والتشريعات الربانية. So many divine guidelines to protect this system of the family. So these two people, the spouse, will live a good life and enjoy their life if they follow the guidelines, and they will give us a good, productive, children at the end. And these children will give back to their parents at the end, and then it will be a continuation in life. And it does not stop there, that's just the beginning. Then you will have other family because they are related to your father, that will be your cousins. Because they are related to your mother, they will be also cousins. You will have extended families, and you will be ordered to do silatul arham. And then you have the bigger society. All of that begins at home with the family. فتجد تشريعات ربانية عجيبة. So many beautiful divine guidelines for husband and wife. From the very beginning, how to choose each other. It does not start when you are already married. It starts from before. How you choose your wife. فَاظْفَرْ بِذَاتِ الدِّينِ. We all know the hadith. When and get as a gift ذات الدين, the woman of the deen. Does not mean that she should not be beautiful or rich or from a good family, or you can have all of these, but as long as deen is there, that's number one thing, top priority. Everything else comes after. And same thing for the wife to choose, or for the girl to choose a good husband. إذا جاءكم من ترضون دينه وأمانته أو دينه وخلقه. If somebody of deen and khuluq, religious person and good person of akhlaq, high moral character, propose to you, accept him. وتجد الأسرة سبحان الله قائمة على مشروع متكامل، قائم على التشاور، ليس فقط من الشخصين الزوج والزوجة، وإنما من العائلتين الأب والأم لهما دور. It's a big project that's built on so many planning and so many consultations. It's not complicated. We tend to make it complicated. But it's built mainly on mutual agreement from the very beginning. It has nothing to do with Islam that a father will force his daughter to marry somebody against her will. That's not Islam. Islam is the Prophet ﷺ يقول البكر تستأذن والثيب تستأمر. You have to ask permission from the virgin. And if she was married before, you have to consult with her as well. It's not only that, a man forced his daughter to get married to somebody. That's the hadith, ya ikhwan, the sunnah. That's not something we borrow from outside. He married her against her will. She came and complained to the Prophet ﷺ. He said, it's up to you. You can get out of this marriage, or you can approve it. That's what the Nabi ﷺ said. It doesn't make any sense that a girl, it happens sometimes, a girl will be forced to a relationship. How can a family start in a way like this with no agreement? بل إن من أركان العقد وشروطه الإجابة والقبول. One of the pillars of the contract of marriage that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala paid so much attention and so much honor and respect for it by calling it ميثاقا غليظا, a heavy covenant, not just a contract. It's a treaty, a covenant. That's how Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala called it in the Quran. One of the pillars of it is al-ijab wal-qabul, agreement from both sides, offer and acceptance from both of them. Even at the end, if the worst come to the worst and they live together and then they discover they are not fit for each other, they still have to do imsakum bima'rufin aw tasrihum bi ihsan. You keep them in ma'ruf, so good, kind way, or tasrihum bi ihsan, or release them in the best of ways. فإن أراد فصالا عن تراض منهما وتشاور ولم يذكر التشاور إلا في موضعين في القرآن هذا منهما. He mentioned if they happen to have, this after that's after divorce, and they are talking about fisal, about the weaning of the child, how to take care of him, issues about custody and about weaning and so on. Allah said in the Quran, it has to happen through tashawur, consultation, mutual consultation. That's even after they divorce. That's not the case of many Muslims. It turns to a war if this relationship did not work out and they have to sever it. Everybody has to go his own way, but many times you begin a big war between two people and two families going to courts, and that's not Islam. Living the guidance of Islam, Allah will guarantee for the husband rights and duties. And the same for the sisters. وَلَهُنَّ مِثْلُ الَّذِي عَلَيْهِنَّ بِالْمَعْرُوفِ. They have similar rights equal to the duties on them. It's not like a law school, but بِالْمَعْرُوفِ, in the nice and good way. Matter of fact, everybody of us is an expert. We can do masters and PhD talking about husband and wife. As far as your rights, that's my right. You have to listen to me. You have to spend on me. You know your rights very well. That's good. But you have to know your duties as well. You have to know what you're supposed to do. If we live our life from beginning, started with mutual agreement, live together based on tashawur and ihsan and ma'roof and mutual agreement, following the guidelines of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, Allah guarantees for us happiness in this life. And actually it's ibadah. Ibadah. When you get married, you are worshipping Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in such a beautiful way. And if you do not take your rights and responsibilities in Islam as they should be, you will actually be punished. كَفَى بِالْمَرْءِ إِثْمًا أَنْ يُضَيَّعَ مَنْ يَقُودُ. Sufficient as a sin for somebody is to waste or not to pay attention to those who he is responsible for. It's amana. يا أيها الذين آمنوا لا تخونوا الله والرسول وتخونوا أماناتكم. It's a responsibility. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said in the Quran, do not betray your responsibility. Paraphrasing of the ayah. And وقال النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم كلكم راع وكلكم مسؤول عن رعيته. Everybody of you is a shepherd, ra'i. You are in charge of something, and everybody within your own circle, you will be responsible. You will be held responsible for your ra'iyah. And he's talking about everybody, including the husband, responsible for his house, for his family, and the wife. In the same hadith, responsible for ra'iyah as well, for the husband and for the family and for the kids. It's mutual responsibility, أيها الأكارم, that we have to take. That's one part of it, husband and wife. Inshallah, tonight we'll be talking in our beautiful conference about this part of this relationship, husband and wife, how they have to behave. We will get to the house of the Prophet ﷺ and see how he deals with his wife ﷺ, and how they deal with him, and all of these instructions that we have to go by. Starting by the smile, smiling at the face of each other, respecting each other, making sure that the other person is happy. All of these things. And then the other side of it, we will talk about children, their rights and responsibilities. Because Islam pays so much attention to this as well, as being part of the family. From the very beginning, when you choose your wife, you're actually not only choosing a wife, you're choosing a life partner for you, a mother for your kids, a grandmother for your grandchildren and great-grandchildren. You are choosing all of that in one person. And the same for the sister. She is choosing a leader for herself, for this ship of life. She is choosing a father and a role model for her kids. She is choosing a grandfather for her, children and grandchildren. So we should pay attention from beginning. Who will be your mother, the mother of your kids, and the father of your kids? Choose the good name. A name that will not, that is something that will stick to your child to the end of their life. So choose a good, beautiful one. Not just that you like. It has a good meaning, and it fits in their society, in their community. It will not give them any shame to go by this name. So that's another thing. Once they come, Islam will teach us to make aqiqah, to be so happy and invite others by having boys or girls. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will criticize people in the Quran who used to take shame by having girls. وإذا بشر أحدهم بالأنثى ظل وجهه مسودا وهو كظيم يتوارى من القوم. When somebody is being given the news of having a baby girl, his face will turn dark as if like a calamity happened to him. And he will hide himself from people. No, the opposite. Islam will teach us man ala jariyatayn. Whoever has two daughters, take good care of them. He will be ana wa huwa kahatayn. Me and him will be in Jannah like these two fingers. You will be with the Prophet ﷺ just by having two girls. And in one hadith, a girl, if you have one girl. Islam is teaching us to be cheerful and happy when we get boys or girls. Making aqiqah, choosing good names, inviting everybody. Then start the big, long investment in life by giving them of your time. Teaching them. And teaching them start by yourself. Start by example, leading them by example. أيها الأكارم, let's practice what we preach. لما تقولون ما لا تفعلون. We blame on our kids that they are not perfect, but you are not. They do not do that, but you do it. مشى الطاووس يوما باعوجاج فقلد شكل مشيته بنوه فقال على ما تختارون قالوا بدأت به ونحن مقلدوه إلى أن قال وينشأ ناشئ الفتيان منا على ما كان عوده أبوه. This, peacock, the bird, it was walking one day. It's a couple of poets of verse, walking in such a way that has some pride. And then he noticed that all of his cubs, little cubs, walking the same way behind him. So he turned to them and said, why do you walk like this? It's not good. They said, we're just following in your steps. You're doing it, and we do the same like you. If you want us to change, just change, because we just follow you. وَيَنْشَأُ نَاشِئُ الْفِتْيَانِ مِنَّا عَلَى مَا كَانَ عَوَّدَهُ أَبُوهُ. Everybody of us, we grow up carrying so much of our parents and our mother and father. We have a lot, not only the physical features, we take the physical features and the names from them, and sometimes the language, and much of our values that we go by in life. أيها الأكارم, let's try to go back to Al-Islam, inshallah tabarak wa ta'ala, get the guidelines from the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. We said tonight, inshallah, we speak about the first part of the spouses and the guidelines of Islam as far as this. And tomorrow we'll be talking to youth about the guidelines for respecting parents' rights and responsibilities of kids. And then, inshallah ta'ala, we will be having a chance to have a discussion, and other speakers will talk about Luqman alayhi salam and how Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentioned the way, his advice to his son in a beautiful surah in the Quran. Brother Yasser, inshallah, will tackle this. So please give the chance, inshallah ta'ala, to witness and attend this conference. We hope to see everybody, and we hope that we can learn from each other, inshallah ta'ala. قولوا قولي هذا واستغفر الله لي ولكم فاستغفروه إنه هو الغفور الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين والعاقبة للمتقين ولا عدوان إلا على الظالمين الآثمين وأشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له وأشهد أن سيدنا ونبينا محمدا عبده ورسوله الأمين اللهم صل وسلم وبارك عليه وعلى آله وصحابته أجمعين اللهم آمين يا رب العالمين. أيها الأفاضل, أيتها الفضليات, the respected brothers and sisters in Islam, ما لنا ننأى عن سنة الحبيب صلى الله عليه وسلم وقد أخرجه الله لنا أسوة. Why do we sometimes tend to follow other examples when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gives us the best of example? The one who created us, the one who knows us even better than we know ourselves. He knows what is the best for me and you, for the sisters and brothers and youth and elders and wives and husbands and everybody. Wallahi, He wants the best for us. He doesn't want to impose hardship on us as far as deen. لا يريد الله ليجعل عليكم من حرج ولكن يريد ليطهركم. دين الله عز وجل كله فيه الحل لمشاكلنا. إن من خلف أبواب بيوتنا إما سعادة في بعض الأسر وإما تعاسة وشقاء والعياذ بالله في أسر أخرى. Behind the doors of our homes we have either happiness, two people understanding each other and living in peace and in compassion with each other, or the opposite. It all comes back to how close we are to the deen of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Are we starting it as Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala described, وَجَعَلَ بَيْنَكُمْ مَوَدَّةً وَرَحْمَةً? It is Him that He made between you compassion and mercy, because it's not all about love. Many people think it's all about love. You love this person, that's all you need. You have to have mercy. Love is not going to be there forever. It might be there forever, but not all the time. When she makes a mistake, love will recede a little bit. Here needs to come the rahmah, the mercy. When he is not taking care of some of his responsibility, it's not only love that will make life continue. It's rahmah, mawadda wa rahmah. You have to have mercy. She is the same lady that has been taking care of you forever. لا يفرق مؤمن مؤمنا إن كره منها خلقا رضي منها آخر. Prophet ﷺ said, let not a believing man hate a believing woman, meaning a husband, just hate his wife because of a little thing. And he gave the analogy, ﷺ, he said, إن كره منها خلقا, if he hates something, he will definitely approve and like so many other things. Everybody of us, the husband thinks that he should have a perfect wife, and a wife thinks that you should have a perfect husband. You will not have this. Maybe in Jannah, inshallah. But here, you will never have it. Even wives of the Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam were still complaining and having issues. Ummahat al-Mu'mineen. And they give sometimes hard time to the Prophet alayhi salatu wasalam. That's normal. But we have at the end of the day to understand and let the life go. And give the guidelines, as I always repeat, of our deen. فَنَبْغِ الْكَمَالَ وَلَيْسَ مِنَّا كَامِلٍ. You want the other person to be perfect while you are not. النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم يقول ما استفاد المؤمن بعد تقوى الله عز وجل خيرا له من زوجة صالحة أو امرأة صالحة. The best that any believer can get after taqwa Allah عز وجل is a righteous woman. وقال بها بعض المفسرين أنها حسنة في الدنيا. This is ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة, والله give us حسنة in this dunya. He says المرأة الصالحة, the good righteous wife. And on the other hand, your husband is جنتك ونارك, حسن تبعل إحداكن لزوجها تعدل ذلك كل الجمعة والجماعات والجهاد. A lady come to the Prophet صلى الله عليه وسلم في حديث عند ابن عبد البر. يقول يا رسول الله, men they have the opportunity to witness jama'at, congregation, prayers and so on, and Jumu'ah, and they participate in battles with you, but what is for us? He said, by being a good wife equals all of that. Being a good wife, it's not easy, it's not going to be easy. But if you are a good wife for your husband, that equals all of that. وعلى الطرف الآخر النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم يوصي المؤمنين أكمل المؤمنين إيمانا أحسنهم خلقا وخياركم خياركم لنسائهم وقال في الحديث الآخر وأنا خيركم لأهلي. The best amongst you, talking about men, are those who are the best for their wives. Are you the best for your wife? Do you smile? Do you joke? Do you race with your wife? Do you behave with her like the Prophet ﷺ? Do you understand her feelings? We have to implement all of that. As you want your wife to beautify for you, Abdullah ibn Abbas radiallahu anhu is giving us the example. He said that I love also, as I love my wife to beautify for me, I would love to look beautiful to her. So let's inshallah ta'ala come together and we will have longer time to discuss all of these little guidelines that at the end of the day make the bigger picture so clear for us, and inshallah hopefully help us solve our problems and even enhance the happiness that we have in our life, the way we deal with our children, how to be good parents, what to do, what not to do. All of that inshallah will be tackled in our conference. أسأل الله عز وجل أن يمن علينا في هذه الساعة برضاه وتقواه. اللهم أرضنا وارض عنا يا رب العالمين. Oh Allah, be pleased with us, Ya Rabb al-Alameen. Give us the happiness in our homes, in our houses, Ya Rabb al-Alameen. Oh Allah, make our houses a place of sa'ada and happiness, Ya Rabb al-Alameen. Oh Allah, Allahumma احشرنا مع المهتدين ومع المتقين وفي أعلى درجات النعيم يا رب العالمين. ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار. ربنا هب لنا من أزواجنا وذرياتنا قرة أعين واجعلنا للمتقين إماما. ربنا هيئ لنا من أمرنا رشدا. اللهم حبب إلينا الإيمان وزينه في قلوبنا وكره إلينا الكفر والفسوق والعصيان واجعلنا من الراشدين برحمتك يا أرحم الراحمين. اللهم اغفر للمسلمين والمسلمات والمؤمنين والمؤمنات الأحياء منهم والأموات، إنك يا مولانا سميع قريب مجيب الدعوات. اللهم انصر الإسلام وأعز المسلمين وألف بين قلوبهم ووحد صفهم واجمع شملهم واجمع كلمتهم يا رب العالمين على الحق برحمتك يا أرحم الراحمين. اللهم تولى أمر عبادك المستضعفين في كل مكان يا كريم، وانصرهم على من عاداهم يا رب العالمين. اللهم ردنا والمسلمين إلى دينك ردا جميلا، وخذ بأيدينا ونواصينا لما يصلحنا في الدنيا والآخرة يا كريم. اللهم آمين. عباد الله، إن الله يأمر بالعدل والإحسان وإيتاء ذي القربى وينهى عن الفحشاء والمنكر والبغي يعظكم لعلكم تذكرون. Inshallah, we have a janazah after that. Brother Iqbal, rahimahullah ta'ala, may Allah have mercy on him. Get the chance, inshallah, to get the qirat of reward, the very big amount of reward by praying the janazah. And if you can follow it for the burial ceremony, inshallah ta'ala, please do so بإذن الله تعالى. أسأل الله عز وجل أن يرحمه برحمته وأن يرزق أهله الصبر. اللهم آمين وأقم الصلاة.